I am Lee Lapthorne, founder and director of On Off. Taskin Goec is one of the designers who On Off has been supporting for a couple of seasons. In September 2022, On Off and Taskin collaborated in creating a film showcased on the official London Fashion Week digital schedule. The film, directed by Taskin, showed the work of designers from the On Off archives, which were then morphed using AI technology. Since then, Taskin has been celebrated as an emerging digital designer and selected to showcase at Show Studios' Icon One project. Onof and Moses have worked with Taskin for the process of animating and rigging his outfits, ensuring that his cloth simulation successfully emulates his physical fabrics. We had the pleasure of interviewing Taskin to discover why this project is helping drive innovation and his insights into navigating and preparing for a high-profile showcase such as On Off at London Fashion Week.
I've been working in this digital and mixed reality space for some years now, actually quite like since the beginning of digital fashion. And this project in particular was quite difficult to achieve. It is quite boundary pushing in a way because so far most of what we've done wasn't as interactive, but now it's really immediate, it's really tangible. And this was only possible with this kind of teamwork of like lots of different skill sets and people from Moses and BNB and bringing together not only the fashion and digital fashion knowledge, but also a lot of knowledge that I think you would need for game design, motion capture, and making everything work in this way was really, in a way, a trial and error. We had to find a new workflow, something that hasn't been done before. So it was quite an intense journey. And so like I'm really happy that we did it. Very relevant at the moment, but when we say at the moment, it's not like a trend, but more because it's really a pivotal moment in fashion history. So right now we are writing this history. In a way, I think that the way we consumed and produced fashion so far was quite outdated because it focused so much on the physical space, physical products. But most of us actually live in both realities, as in digital and physical at the same time. Um, I think that online and offline personalities and identities influence each other and they are inseparable. So, in a way, it affects how we see each other and how we see ourselves. And so, I think it's only a logical consequence that fashion must reflect that. And the industry has been quite slow with that. Um, but I think as soon as we catch up, it's gonna basically change the way that we consume fashion forever. Basically, what I do is I bridge traditional and digital fashion. But for me, the digital usually is even more real than the physical because I create all these immaterial worlds. And when I create a physical garment, I treat it in a way like a magical object that traveled from this immaterial space into our physical existence. And really, the whole process um, is very much relying on digital software. So everything happens in digital space first. But of course, it's informed by very traditional knowledge that I acquired when I was working in traditional fashion houses, the pattern cutting, like the way that you construct a garment, and also aesthetic questions, like um, just the aesthetic ritual of fashion in that sense. I think this is all very traditional knowledge that informs the digital practice. And this season was particularly interesting because I used AI a lot in this process, and the graphics, the prints that you will see, they are all informed by this dialogue between me and the AI. I basically ask the AI what the digital body looks like. And so the outcome is this very mutant flesh kind of texture, and I see it as a kind of half organic, half technological baby. long run, I want to change the way we look at and consume fashion and to make it less nostalgic, more progressive. And um, I mean, in like this year, I'm gonna launch a digital line of products, which is very interesting because it's very experimental. Everything that I do is quite experimental, um, and I think that it's really about paving the way. It's about trying new things, and this is what I love to do and what I want to keep on doing. Um, I am very excited about a new pair of sunglasses that will come out soon, and um, all in this context of building new worlds.